What's happening, y'all? Like I promised, your boy Marlo the Motivator. We live, baby, at my book signing. Lower Bottom, West Oakland, East Oakland, North Oakland, Richmond, Berkeley, Hayward, everybody, Concord, Fremont. I don't know, Bay Area, y'all. Look it, y'all live with your boy. I want to tell y'all something. Hey, listen, don't let nothing tell you, restart that. Don't let nothing tell you that you can't do it, all right? Don't let nobody tell you can't accomplish what you want to accomplish, right? It's your guy right up out of the town at my official book signing. Here we go. From the bottoms to the top, baby. There you go. Marlo the Motivator, your guy, wrote a book. Hey, look, some of y'all ordered books already, and I told you, I promise you, like I said, if you order a book from me, I'm going to sign it personally, right? I'm going to put my personal John Hancock in it, right? I'm going to stick to my promise. I got it right here. Right now, I'm going to do this book signing. I'm going to have some questions put towards me, and I'll be answering questions, signing books, giving out advice, whatever I got to do. Listen to me. If you have a question for me, type it in, and I'll see if I can answer the question. I got people helping me here. One of my daughters, my wife, we all getting it in. So the voice you're going to hear on the screen asking me questions, you may have heard the voice before. That's Nicole from Sis You Gotta Vent to Live, Bro You Gotta Vent to Live. If y'all don't know what that is, check that out as well, all right? So let's get going, man. My first book I'm about to sign right here. Here we go. Let's get it on. What I got here? Let me get somebody some love right now. My guy. Who is this? Jake. My guy Jake, man. He bought a book from me, and I promised him I'm going to give him a signed copy. Here you go right here, Jake. Your signed copy, baby. Thanks for your support. I really appreciate it. I really do. Let's get going. Go ahead, babe.
All right, Marlo the Motivator. Thank you for doing this book signing, and thank you for just being used to write this book to inspire people. So, like you said, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, or more than a few questions. My first question I want to ask you is, the title of your book is From the Bottoms to the Top. Is there any inspiration behind the title of the book?
No doubt about it. It is. Matter of fact, from the bottoms to the top. You know, I was raised in an area called Lower Bottom, right? We call it the bottoms. And going through that time, and I experienced a whole bunch of struggles, man. Not only me, I'm sure a lot of people watching today, or at some point they watch it later on, they can agree that there was a whole bunch of struggles going on down there. Not only in the bottom, but all over the whole bay. You know what I'm saying? East Coast, West Coast, we all experienced that drug war. And so I thought it would be fitting that I call the book, or name the book, From the Bottoms to the Top. There you go right there, from the bottoms to the top, because a lot of people probably at a point in their time right now in their life that they feel like they're in the bottom, right? Whatever your bottom may be, your relationship, your job, I don't know what it is, but let me tell you something. In this book, we got answers. We got answers. Go in there and cop this book, and you're going to get some answers. So that's why I named it From the Bottoms to the Top.
So, let me ask you, what many people may want to know, why did you decide to write From the Bottom to the Top? What was your inspiration behind starting the book?
Well, I decided to write the book because, you know, I found myself in jail and prison and a lot of other things in life. I went through a lot of struggles, right? And when I came back, I bounced back, right? And I didn't let that hold me down. And as I continue with my life, I remember there was a time when I would go into the prisons and talk to the people that's doing time in there. And the guys always say, man, look, you're inspirational. You got a hell of a story. You need to tell it to more people. And when I came home, I decided that, you know what? I'm going to do everything I can to get this information out to everybody, right? And I had different things I want to do. Not only write a book, but some other options I'm going to take. But in the meantime, between time, while I was driving the garbage truck, and that's what I was doing at the time. I'm driving the garbage truck, and one day, you know, God spoke to me clearly, like, hey, you know, you driving this garbage truck one day, the next day you driving a recycle truck, going up and down the street picking up people recycles. What you should be doing is reaching out to the people that, you know, people on earth consider garbage and recycling them. And so I sat back and reflect on that, and I thought about what better way to do it than putting it in a book. So I wrote From the Bottom to the Top to inspire you. That's right, you that's watching. Come on, don't get it messed up. You need the inspiration too. We all need inspiration.
Thank you for that. I'm glad that you were able to sit down and write the book and not think about it in a way where it's just about you releasing the things that you went through in life, but looking at it where you can also release, and also you can inspire others that feel like they're in a space where they're in the bottom, where they can be inspired to reach the top. Many folks will say that they cannot seem to find the time to sit down and start their business, write their hit song, or even write a book, though they want to. What kind of advice do you have for them, people that are struggling with a mental, emotional, or physical block that's hindering them from starting their dreams?
I'm gonna make it clean and plain with you. This month, I'm talking about no more excuses, right? Every week, I'm giving out some information, right? Last month it was grit up. This month is no more excuses. I understand shit is hard, man. I understand COVID came through and knocked a lot of us down. I do understand that, right? I understand you might be dealing with being evicted, right? Losing your car or whatever your situation may be. Dealing with a drug habit, a drinking habit. I get it, man. No, don't get it wrong. But I don't want to hear no excuses, man. We all got to dig deep, man. When I started writing this book, don't get it twisted. I had a lot of shit on my plate. I had a lot of things going on, but I still strive to get it done. I want you to understand something. Whatever you're going through, you got to find time to get it done. Stay off this shit. Facebook, Instagram all day, right? Stop watching the movies and TV all fucking day. In NFL. We got people out here arguing about who the fuck won an NFL game. They get millions of dollars. They got a paycheck if they lost or won. However, you sitting on your ass watching them for 2 or 3 hours, and then you taking 2 or 3 hours to talk about it after the fact instead of you working on your book. Instead of writing that rap, instead of writing that movie script, right? Instead of starting that business. That's the shit you should be putting your time into. Come on, baby, let's get it going. I don't want to hear no excuses. This month is no more excuses. So if you want to get busy, get busy. If you got a question, you can ask me a question. But let me give somebody else a shout out. My guy, Steezo. Oh, y'all know that crazy cat. My boy all the way in Atlanta. He wrote, Steezo bought 10 books. You know what this dude told me? He said, Marlo, send me one. I need a signed copy from you, bro. But after that, hey, send my boy Voc. Y'all know my boy Voc, VOC, 24, right there in West Oakland. Send him one in the pen, man. Make sure he get a book. So you know what I did, Steezo? I already bought the book already off Amazon. Y'all can do the same damn thing. Go to Amazon if y'all want to. I ain't gonna be able to sign it if you get it through Amazon, but if you come through me, I can sign it, right? However, I sent that book already to my boy Voc. Don't even trip, Zo. I got you. Man, thank you for the support, bro. You bought 10 books, only wanted 2. Man, I love you, boy.
So what an inspiration. What inspiration it is to have people that are supporting your book, that are blessing you in the means of, hey, I only want 1 or 2 copies, but I want you to bless other people with a book. And that's what it's about. It's about not just about it being a profit, but it's also about being a blessing as well. What was your work and life schedule like as you worked on the book? Like, was it hectic? Was it complicated? Was it easy? Like, how was life like for you writing the book?
Man, listen. It was hectic, man. It's hard to write a book. Don't get it twisted. Don't think that it was easy to sit down and put your thoughts on pen and paper or however you do it, computer. It was tough. I had a lot going on, right? As some of y'all might know, I got 5 kids, right? I got 3 daughters and 2 sons. And don't get it twisted for 1 minute. They all pulling at me. They supposed to. I'm their daddy, and I'm going to do everything I can to help them in everything that they need, right? But I put in time with them, right? I got a wife. I'm married, man. She need my time as well. So I'm putting in time with my wife, doing my thing. I work. Like I said before, I drive a garbage truck when I ain't motivating people. Even when at the job, I'm motivating people at work. Don't let me stop there for a minute. I'm always motivating. However, when I'm driving a garbage truck, I'm putting in 40-some hours a week, 45, 55. We don't get off. Only time we have off is the weekend, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year. That's it. So I'm working on holidays, right? While everybody at home sleeping their ass in. So don't think that I will have free time. And so let me tell you something else. Not only that, I got kids, my sons, they like to play sports. They want my time. They want to play video games, right? And so it was very hectic. But I thank God for giving me the strength to keep through. It was times when I felt like giving up on the book. I ain't gonna lie. I just felt like, you know what, man, this shit is kind of complicated. I can't think right now what I want to put on the paper. And, thanks to my wife would tell me, don't worry about it right now. Just leave it alone, walk away, and come back. And I'm back at it. Hey, look, a finished product. You can do the same thing, man. Come on, man. Let's go, man. West Oakland, East Oakland. Come on, y'all. Let me hear y'all say something to your boy. Don't go for no bullshit. I don't care what they told you couldn't accomplish. It's bullshit. You can accomplish whatever you put your mind to it. Don't let them, somebody once said the sky's the limit. I'm challenging y'all today. Don't say the sky's the limit no more. All right? That's bullshit. From now on, I want you to say, like Master P said, ain't no limit, man. You can go and reach whatever you want to reach, man. Come on, man. Let's go, man. Let me get somebody else some shots out. Camellia. My girl Camellia, Lower Bottom, supported her boy. She bought a book from me. Hey, Amelia, I'm going to have your book out to you tomorrow, bright and early. I'm going to the post office. Your book is coming. It's signed. Thank you for your support. Rhonda Brock, and my guy Nathan Brock, Nathaniel Brock. I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for y'all support. I got both of y'all books right here. Y'all got y'all books coming out to y'all tomorrow. Thank you for supporting your boy. I really, really appreciate it. And my cousin Sharika. I don't know if she's watching today. I love you. All right, you're special to me. We've been through a lot together. Our mother's been through a lot together, and I want you to keep pushing and keep digging. All right, I love you. You got a hell of a story too. Go ahead.
I have a question from someone from Instagram. Do you talk about your hooping days at College of Alameda?
I didn't put. That's a hell of a question. Look, let me tell you, I didn't actually put that in the book. I actually got. I'm gonna talk about this later, but I got some other stuff in the workings, and I'm gonna discuss those because that's very important. It's pivotal for me. I mean, I had guys that were older than me and younger than me, and I'm not patting myself on the back. I don't give a shit. My arm's not long enough, right? What I'm saying to you is that I was able to talk to individuals on a personal level and inspire them. Even when I was doing the negative shit I talk about in this book, people still came to me, and so I don't talk about that per se, but I do talk about a lot of other stuff that's going to really penetrate with anybody who buy this book. I'm talking about abandonment, drug use, drug dealing, and selling, playing with guns out in the streets, being a fucking menace, right? A judge once told me that I was a menace to society, and I challenged that question, that thought, because I wasn't a fucking menace. I was just a little lost, but your boy is here, baby. Don't get it twisted, but not Alameda. I don't talk about that in this particular project.
How long did it take you to write the book from the bottom to the top?
That's a good question. I would say over the course of 8, maybe 9 months, off and on, because I had a lot going on, man. No excuses, right? Like I told you, this month is no excuse month, right? But the bottom line is, when you're writing a book, you got to make sure you're on point. You don't want to just put no bullshit in something that's going to go to somebody and supposed to be inspirational to them. You want to make sure that when everything you put in here is supposed to be from your heart and your brain that you thought out, it is formatted, right? So at times I couldn't think. So I had to leave it alone for a while and walk away, right? But I didn't walk away from it per se. I just left it for a pause, live life a little bit. And when I came back, shit, I had more stuff to put in the book. Let's go, man. Lower bottom. From the bottoms to the top, man. If I don't see my bottom people over here saying something to me, I'm going to be disappointed in y'all. I know everybody giving me love, but I want my bottom folks. The name is in there, man. And don't forget, it don't matter where you from. Your East Oakland, your West Oakland, your North Oakland, your Berkeley, your Texas, Chicago. It's from the bottom. You went through a bottom part of your life, and we going to the top, baby. Ain't no limit. We going to the top.
Rhonda wants to know, did you write daily, or a chapter a day or a week?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Rhonda wants to know, did you write daily, or did you write a chapter a day or a week?
Sometimes, Rhonda, thanks for your support, Rhonda. I really appreciate you and Nathaniel. It depends. Some days it was flowing. I was come out every day. I wake up early in the morning, right? All the family knocked out sleep. I'm waking up at 3 in the morning, 2:45 in the morning. Everybody's quiet. I'm fresh. I'm rejuvenated. I jump right into the book, right? And I start writing and I'm reflecting on my life. And sometimes I might sit there for 45 minutes, don't even put nothing down on the paper. I'm sorry, not the paper, but on the computer, because I'm thinking about some of the bullshit I had to experience, right? And then I get to writing. Next thing I know, it's about 5 in the morning. I gotta get going to do some other things, right? So every day I try to strive to write. I'm talking about every day, but it was hard because at nighttime, or during the day, my family is with me. They need my attention. I gotta help my kids with homework. My wife need me to help do some stuff. So it's kind of tough. But be that as it may, to answer your questions, sometimes I wrote every day. Sometimes I might skip a couple of days. But I just kept striving until I got a complete product. Let me give somebody a shout out here, man. Let's see. I got my sister calling me on my phone. Sorry, y'all. Hey, Frida, I love you. Hopefully you can get online and catch me doing this. I'll call you back afterwards. But who I got here? Randy from McClymonds High School. I remember Randy from McClymonds High School. That's my girl from Mac. She's all the way in the Bronx, New York. She bought a copy of the book. Thank you, Randy, for your support. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. Gordon Tillman, my man GT. There we go. OVOs, we're going to get you back open after this COVID go away. All right? My guy GT bought a book from me. That's my guy from the West. Thanks for your support, G. I love you, boy.
So you enclosed the self-help section workbook inside of your book. Tell the people a little bit about that and why did you decide to include that inside of your book?
Self-help section. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that part, right? I think that it's important to help yourself, right? Let me tell y'all something. Nobody coming to save us, man. Fuck, I'm 42 years old today, my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you,
Happy
y'all.
birthday!
My other two daughters not here with me. I know they watching though. I love you guys, Maury, Ashley. I love y'all, man. But listen, man, I'm 42 years old today, and I think back and I said, you know what? Nobody never came to come save us. Nobody came down there and helped me out when the shit was happening to me, or when I was doing foul shit in the town, playing with these pistols, selling dope, right? And so I decided that in order for me to accomplish what I want to accomplish, I had to sit back and help myself, right? Thank God for the strength to do so and gave me the mental capacity to do it. But at the end of the day, I pushed hard. And so I said, let me add this section in the book where I can walk people through certain things and talk to them about certain things that I believe that would be very helpful for them. In fact, some of the sections, if you actually apply it and you really put in the hard work, I guarantee you that it'll work. No doubt about it. I guarantee it. If you put in the work, though, don't come back talking about Marlo, I read it and it didn't work. Man, that shit don't happen like that. You can read all you want, but works, the Bible tell you that faith without work is dead. You got to put in work, man. Let's get busy, man. I'm going to read something from the back of the book. It say, if you want to be a loser, don't read this book. This book is for people with popularity status as high as Elon Musk to the person some may consider musty standing in front of the liquor store. In this book, Marlo not only takes you on his journey, but on your journey, right? Walking you through the sexual abuse, drug-addicted mom, alcoholic, abusive dad, homelessness, drug dealing, abandonment, fucked up choices, jail and prison stays he experienced. Yeah, I curse in this book. So if you don't curse and you don't want to hear no curse words, you might want to go buy my boy TD Jake's book. But I'm going to give it to your ass raw and uncut because that's how I feel and that's what you need to hear. It say jail and prison stays he experienced. Marlo teaches how he was able to overcome these hardships, graduating from several colleges, owning several businesses to becoming one of the most requested speakers. Yet most importantly, how you will overcome your hardships by reading this book and using the self-help exercises that's included. Self-help. I put them in here. Now you got to get busy. Get the book. Let's go. Hold on for a second. I got to give out a shot to my guy, Raphael. My guy, Raphael. He bought 10 books from your boy. 10 books, told me, Marlo, I just want one. Then he said, you know what, man? Give me 2 because I want to take it to my place of employment to share with them. But let me tell you something, though. He bought 10 books, asked for 2, said, keep the money, man. Give it to somebody else who need it. So I'm going to give away some free copies as well. I figured how I'm going to do that a little later on. But in the meantime, between time, man, support your guy, man. From the bottom to the top, man. Don't let nobody tell you can't win, man. It's not impossible, baby. It's impossible because you are. Let's go. Motivated here today.
So, $1 million question, Marlo the Motivator. Are you working on another book?
Is water wet? Come on, man. You damn sure right I'm working on another book. I got 2 more books in the workings. I'm going to tell y'all about it because y'all might motivate somebody to go write a book before me. And I ain't mad. We all got it. There's enough shit out here for us to write. It's a kid book, baby. I'm coming with a kid book. Ain't no cursing. I'm coming with a kid book. Y'all stand by. It's a motivational kid book. Inspirational. We getting rid of anti-bullying. Let me tell you something, man. When we were younger kids, y'all know how it is. Kids, we got a hard time with being kids at times. We really rough on each other, right? So I decided to come with a book to inspire that kid out there that's going through some kind of bullying, whether it's on the internet, at the school playground. I know all the schools ain't in right now, but that doesn't matter. Kids are still getting bullied. And we ain't taking that shit. It's a book for kids. That's in the making. And I got a leadership book coming next. That's right, a leadership book. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's called From the Top to the Fucking Bottom. We need people from all over the place, baby. I flipped the script, right? It's leadership start at the top. You the leader in your family. You the leader at the job. You leader wherever you are, man. And that book is coming next. So stand by, baby. I ain't Donald Trump. I ain't telling y'all to stand back and stand by. I'm telling y'all to stand by well in the book. You hear me? Let's go. Can't nothing stop you, man. You can accomplish whatever you want.
So where do you get your information or ideas for your book?
That's a good question. That's a good question. Where do I get my ideas from? I get them from my fucking real life experience that I've been through. I've been through a lot of stuff, y'all. Not only me, so have you. I know some of y'all stories. Come on, let's keep it real. Some of y'all, we really close. I know your story as well. Now, I'm not going to tell your story like you can, but I can tell your story and my story together because they combine, right? That's where I get my stuff from, man. I talk to people all the time. I've been through a lot of stuff, and I sit back and I take these thoughts. You know, I'm going to give you all a little bit right here, right? Actually, it's in a book. Let me go to that section real quick. Bear with me. What page is it on? Where my chapters are? Okay, here we go right here. Boom, boom, boom. Bear with me, you guys. Hold on. Trying to find this section in the book. I want to read a little bit to you guys. I think it's 49. 49. Let me see, page 49. All right, here you go right here, right? Listen to this shit right here. This is how I get my inspiration right here. Chapter 5 is admit your faults and mistakes and take full responsibility, right? No more excuses, man. If you ain't spending time with your kid, that's bullshit. Can't nothing stop you from spending time with your kid unless you paralyzed, in a coma, in prison, or some shit like that. If from there, you should be writing your kids. Take responsibility, man. Don't put on a baby mama no more. We ain't doing that no more, y'all. Let's win. And don't put on a baby daddy and talk about he can't see his kid. Let that man see his kid. Stop playing games. All right, here we go. It say, failure is a great teacher. And I think when you make mistakes and recover from them and you treat them as valuable learning experiences, then you got something to share. That's from Steve Harvey, right? It's a quote. But this is me. I'm steady trying to find a motive. Why I do what I do. Freedom ain't getting no closer, no matter how far I go. My car is stolen, no registration. Cops patrolling, and now they done stopped me, and I got locked up. Now everybody know that's Akon lyrics, right? But that's inspiration to me. I heard that song for a fucking long time. I never thought nothing of it. I'm rapping the song, got me locked up. In prison like a motherfucker singing this, right? With a whole bunch of other people that's in prison, and they committing the same bullshit in there that they were doing on the streets, right? And so I thought about that for a minute, and I said, wait a minute, man. He said some real shit right there, right? And so I talk about it. I'm not going to go into everything I say here. I just want to give you a taste of where I'm going with this, right? But taking responsibility is very important. Stop blaming motherfuckers for your errors. Stop it. You got to take responsibility. This month, we ain't playing around. No more excuses. Y'all, it's coming up in about a couple more days. Y'all gonna have something for me. All right. So to answer your question, I get my inspiration and my thoughts and everything I write about from my life and from your life.
So what do you want people to?
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry, baby. Give me 1 second. I want to give a shout out to Jasmine. Jasmine, Kamari's mother, my daughter's mother. She bought a book. Thank you, Jazz. I really appreciate the support. Thank you. Tell you and my guy B. So thank you for the support. I appreciate it.
So, after someone purchases the book, they read it. What is the most important thing that you want people to take away from the book?
That's a good question. What I want you to take away is a few things, but I'm gonna answer by telling you this first. And I talk about this in the book. In fact, I'm gonna read it from right here. Only one person can stop you from reaching the top. Only one person, man. And that one person is you. You the only person that can stop you from reaching the top. I don't give a shit what the teachers told you. I graduated from a continuation school a year late with a 187 GPA. Now I got 5 different associate degrees from 2 different colleges. I'm about 90 days away from having my bachelor's degree in sociology with a 3.9 GPA. Can't nobody stop you but you, man. And I go on to say, it's not where you start that defines you. You are defined by what you make of it. I don't give a shit if you started in the bottom. Whatever your bottom is. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? You gonna stay there and stay at the bottom? Give up on life, throw in the towel, blame on somebody else? Man, get the fuck out the bottom. Whatever your bottom is, that relationship, that bullshit relationship you holding on to, let him go. Get up out of there. Let's go. Man, let her go. Leave her alone. Your family holding you back, leave them in the bottom, whatever your bottom is, and go on up out of there. There you go. That's what I want them to take away from there. That you can do it. Can't nobody stop you but you. And that, once again, I read it to you. It's not where you start that defines you. You're defined by what you make of it.
I have a question from the audience. Darth Vader Han Solo says, your book is literally a roadmap. Have you thought about leading a course in step-by-step process in a class format, because your energy is contagious?
That's deep. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really, really, really appreciate it. In fact, I am working on that right now. I'm putting together some different workshops right now. As after I get through with this, it don't stop right here. I gotta keep signing books and get shit out to people, but I'm going right back to working on my workshop. I have a few of them put together to answer your question. And yeah, I would hope that people support me, man. You know, one thing I've learned over the years is that people tend to support people from other areas and shit. I don't understand why that is, but I notice that people do support people across the world, right? And we don't support our people right here in our own area. And so hopefully people support me and come take the course, right? It ain't gonna be expensive. You gotta understand, I do put my time into it and my love and my passion, and I love everybody who's watching this. So hopefully you'll be willing to support and spend a couple of dollars to buy a book or to come and join the workshop and learn. And definitely, I'm gonna teach everybody what I know. Some of it is in the book, some of it's not in the book, right? But yes, to answer your question, we will definitely have some workshops coming up real soon. Stay tuned. Stay with your boy. Let's see. Tanisha, my sister Tanisha, you supported me. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. And you got a book coming, I think, pretty soon yourself. But thank you very much for your support. I really much do appreciate it. Also, my sister Tamara, thank you, sis, buying the book. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, I know you got your book yesterday. So you probably already read it. Hopefully, you enjoy the read. I ain't no hope. I know you are. Mario, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it, man. Look, man, I really love y'all, man. Y'all believe in me. Y'all buying the book. It's not only, like I said, a story about me. It's a story about your ass, too. Hopefully, you pick up some stuff out this book and you run with it. It's a self-help book, man. So help your damn self from the book. Don't just read the book or don't use this shit as some motherfucking coffee mug. You done spend $20 on the book. Come on, man, read the book. They told us one time that if you want to keep something from people of color, primarily black people and poor people, put it in the book. I don't believe that shit. I put it in the book. I got people buying books everywhere. Instagram, off of Amazon. They buying books from Barnes and Nobles. They order off my website at marlothemotivator.com. marlodamotivator.com. You can put the /book. It take you right to the book. Or you just go to my website and visit it, man. I think it's a nice website. But, hey, look, I don't believe that myth. You put it in the book, nobody gonna read it. That's bullshit. I know y'all gonna support me. I know y'all gonna read it. I know y'all gonna learn from it, be inspired, and be great.
So, I have a question. As you were writing the book, did you find it therapeutic to think about, to write out the things that you went through, that you struggled with, that happened to you in your life? Did you find writing therapeutic?
Actually, I did. Forgive me, I did, actually. Some things I didn't even recall. As I started writing, things started coming back to my memories, right? And I had to get some of that shit off my chest, right? I've been going through life, and I didn't even realize that some of the stuff that happened to me when I was younger, it affected me as I grew older, right? Primarily my relationships and stuff like that. And so I found it therapeutic in the sense that I was able to go back and reflect and see where it happened at, right? What cut off, what cut down on me, what stopped me from being the best person I could be a long time ago, right? And so as I wrote and I went back and I read shit. To be honest with you, I read some more of my book last night. It motivates me. I see what I was talking about. I'm like, damn, this is kind of deep. Let me read some more. And I find it therapeutic to go back and reread it. So yes, I did find it therapeutic writing the book and thinking over some of the things I experienced.
Candace Davina wants to know, is it available on Amazon Kindle?
Yes, it's on. I have it. It's on Kindle. Is an ebook form. You can buy it there. The only thing about that is you won't be able. You have to have your own piece of paper on the side and take notes because in the book I gave you a section where you can write down some stuff and jot down notes. But yes, it is available on Amazon Kindle. Is in Barnes and Noble. Is on a regular Amazon. Is at my website Marlo Da Motivator MarloTheMotivator.com. Go on there, play with the website a little bit, see what y'all think. If y'all have any suggestions, tell me that shit. I'm open to all that, man. I need y'all support too, man. Hey, and also, I mean, at the end of the day, that's how we get things done, man. We help each other out. So to answer your question, yes, it's on Kindle. Thank you very much for your support. Let me make sure I didn't miss somebody from this quick list. Zach, I don't know if I gave my guy Zach and Jen a shout out. Hey, my man Zach, he attended. I hope I don't give out his business. He'll get mad at me. That's my guy. But we attend college together at Cal State, man. And my dude and me, man, we giving him hell up there because sometimes we don't feel like African Americans are getting respected or any love at the school. So if y'all want to know, me and my guy Zach, man, we kicking butt up there. We making sure that they give black people more love and a little more, be a little more sensitive to the issues that we experience in this country, right? From the beginning to now. Zach and Jen, thank you for your support. Y'all book will be coming. I got you a note. Don't even trip. Also, Sister Gilmore, right? That was my first lady, second Bethel. She bought a book from me. I really, really, really appreciate you. I remember when I was locked up in prison, you wrote me. And the Bible talks about that, right? I'm sorry, y'all, but I got to, right? It talks about in the Bible, you know, when people were locked up. I remember you said something, I think it was Matthew. Excuse me for a second, let me get a little water. I want to make sure I get this out right. It clearly states that when you came and visited me in prison, right? When he was hungry, you fed me. You gave me clothes. And they're going to say in the end time, like, when was you in prison? And they say, when Elisa, my brother was there, you came and you looked out for them. And Sister Gilmore, you looked out for me. You wrote me letters. And now you support me with a book, buying my book. I really appreciate you. I got your book. It's going to be coming out to you tomorrow. Thank you very much for that.
xi.65.ive on Instagram wants to know what part of the chapter or of the book was the most difficult part to write.
Wow, that's deep. That's a hell of a question there. Wow, it was a lot of parts that was very, very difficult for me because I talk about my mama. I lost my mama in 2004. She died of cancer. I sat right there at her bedside with a lot of my family members. We watched her die, take her last breath, right? And that was very hard to describe in the book. But I had to, right? At the same time, within a couple of months, I was in jail, locked up, right? And so I lost a cousin that my mama took in as my sister ever since I was a little boy. She came from New York. While I was in prison, I talk about that in the book. That was kind of tough. But I think that was probably, the death of my mama, talking about that and revisiting that scene was very hard. But also, even before that, when I was younger, in there, in the dysfunctional family, that's a title in the book. I talk about some of the things I experienced and I seen with my own eyes. My daddy and my mama like fighting with guns and all kind of foul shit, right? My mama getting stabbed up and stabbing. Hey, man, the shit is crazy. All those was hard for me because I revisit the time and I remember that if anything would have went a little differently, I would have probably been dead. My mama would have been dead long before 2004. So revisiting that was very difficult. And also just knowing that when I was sitting in prison, my family was on the street and I couldn't help them. I wasn't there, and that was hard. So there's a few things, man, that I talk about in the book that was very difficult. Being homeless and shit, living in Salvation Army. Man, just thinking back on all that, it was tough, man. Hopefully I answer your question.
And he also says, it's Jai. He says, "Happy birthday, love you, bro."
My guy, Ja Rue, my dude, Alameda College, dunking on everybody. Boom! That's my dude, man. I appreciate you, bro. Much love, man. Thank you for your support, man. You my dude, man. I appreciate you, bro. So, thanks for the birthday shout out too. I'm looking on here. I want to make sure I ain't leave nobody out. Eric already came. Gordon, Miss Rika, Rhonda, Mario, Camille, Zach, Tanisha. I think I got a lot of people already. Go ahead.
So Marlo, if you had an opportunity to go back and talk to the 8 10-year-old boy who was dealing with the mental, emotional, and physical effects of poverty, sexual abuse, substance abuse, and an alcoholic father who wasn't around most of the time, and so on and so forth, what would you tell him? Like, if God gave you the opportunity to take him in your arms, sit him on your lap, to come face to face with him, that boy that was going through all of those things at that time, I mean, how would you comfort him? How would you console him? How would you inspire him or encourage him?
That's a deep question. First and foremost, I would tell him that, look, man, you're going to change a lot of people's lives at some point in your life as you go through your life. Some of the mistakes you make, a lot of the great things that you do is going to be inspirational to people, right? I would tell him that don't be afraid to speak up, right? If something happened to you and you think that it's not right, speak up, say something about it, tell somebody. Tell somebody that you love, that you trust, that can help you out of that situation. I would say to him, it's not where you start that defines you, right? It's what I say. It's not when you start to define. You're defined by what you make of it, right? Don't ever give up, man. Don't put a ceiling on your fucking your journey. Don't say this is the highest that you can go, right? There's gonna be times when you say you want to accomplish stuff and it don't work out. Don't give up. Don't quit. Don't get mad. Don't get frustrated. Stay the course. You are special. Your name mean king, ruler over all. Stay the course, man. You are special. You got something to give. And I'll give him a big hug and tell him that, there was days when he had to sleep in the Salvation Army, that made him stronger. Right? I remember a pastor, Gilmore, once saying a scripture. He read a sermon that said, what he say? Your setback was your setup for your comeback. You came back, man. You back. You didn't do good in school. That's okay. You graduated with your bachelor's degree. They want you in the master's program. It's up to you if you want to accept it and go. Right? Some people call you Dr. Marlo. Just don't worry about it, baby. You're going to go through some hard times, but you stay the course, young man. You got a lot to offer. And you're going to have people that talk bad about you, right? They're going to always have some people that have some negative shit to say. Don't worry about them. Use those words for motivation. Tell them to keep it up, all right? Tell them to keep up the good work. They're doing a good job. That's what I say to him.
I know we talked a lot about, in your book, we talked about the pain, the trauma, some of the things that you went through that impacted your life and let's just keep it real, in a negative way. But can you tell me something about your childhood that was a happy moment, something that you can look back at and say that was a happy moment despite all of everything that you went through?
Yes, I have a few of those. In fact, my mom come to mind. My mom, she had it tough, man. She as you read the book, you will learn a little more about her and some of the shit she experienced, right? But she was a soldier, man. She got clean off the drugs, off tobacco, off liquor, and even when she was doing that stuff, she always helped my friends, man. My friends, I got friends that I've been friends with for 40 years. Well, not gonna say 40, but 33 plus years. She had them come into our house, show them love. I mean, even though we barely made it, she always loved people, went to the park, fed the homeless. And just to see her get clean for the last years of her life, it was very inspirational to me. It was motivating. At one point I was sitting in jail. She told me, "Would the real Marlo please stand up?" And that hit me, man. And that motivated me to be a better person. I was put off that pseudo, fake-ass person I was being all that time, running around doing what I was doing, thinking I'm fly and shit, and be the real person I am today that y'all see right in front of y'all, right? And so that definitely is something that was motivational to me. It's another thing, my babies, man, my kids, they motivate me, man, because I feel like I need to show them what they can achieve, man. If I go back to college as a grown-ass man and get all these degrees, still take care of family, buy property, buy houses, go speak in prisons for free, San Quentin, Jamestown, prison in Tracy, all this stuff for free, come to their volleyball games, basketball games, always supporting them, right? I just ask them to try. If they try, I got their fucking back. And so that's another form of inspiration I can look back over the course of my life. And then having a wife that support me, man, through thick and thin, got my back, try to keep me on a straight and narrow, man. Even when I have thoughts sometimes. Don't get it twisted. Your boys still have thoughts sometimes of, maybe not the best thoughts, right? And, she always tell me like, man, keep your shit together, man. You got people looking up to you, man, looking to see you win so they can feel inspired so they can win. So, man, it's a whole bunch of stuff. My sisters, man, being able to spend time with them growing up. My mama had family picnics. A whole family come together. We ain't had no shit like that since she passed away. And I got to get back to it. I know I promised my family I'm going to do that. I'm going to stick to my words, y'all. We got to figure out a way to get this done. But yes, there are a lot of times I can look back on the past and say I did have a fun life. But, I did have some fucked up experiences that I had to go through that got me to where I'm at today. And I think as well as you got the same story, right? You need to talk about it.
Now you talk about what was the pivotal moment in your life where you just like, okay, I know you said your mom wrote you a letter, but I think that you still continued in the same manner of, bad ways.
Right.
What was the definite most pivotal point in your life where you're like, you know what, I can no longer be that person anymore because that's not who God created me to be in the first way. I have to take off this falsehood so the real Marlo can stand up like my mother wanted him to. What pivotal moment when did that happen in your life?
It happened in like phases, right? I think I was in jail. I got arrested for some pistols and stuff, and I went to jail. And sitting in there, I reflected on what she said, and I thought about it, and I realized that you got to change up. So when I came home, I got rid of all the guns and shit, stayed away from selling dope, all the stuff that the negative stuff. But I still was dealing with situations, man. I used to talk to my Pastor Gilmore, about situations, and I lead that conversation between him and I. And but I was still dealing with stuff. Then I got arrested again. Once I got arrested again, I went to jail. My first day in there, on the wall, somebody had pre-written a Bible verse. It was Proverbs 3 and 4, right? And I remember reading that scripture over and over again, and I felt like that was God talking to me. And so I started reflecting on my life and changing right in that spot. I wrote a quote. The quote was, "Prison is not an option, yet it is still a choice." And I'm telling you all that shit today, man. Bad decisions, bad marriages, bad relationships, that fucked up job you staying at for all these years for no reason. For no reason. You can move on. You can start your own business. In the video, I told you that I don't like cleaning my chimney around my house and houses that I got, right? I pay some fucking body to clean my chimney. Start you a chimney cleaning business. Well, you gotta stay at that job, right? I started a business. I'll tell you about it. I don't care. I started total services. It's called Marlo Total Services. Look this shit up if you don't believe me, right? I go around and I do totals for people. Pull their shit out on their service day, a day before, and put it back. Let's go. Come on, man. Steal an idea. Let's go. Come on, man. Be motivated, man. I'm sorry, I forgot the question. I got it going. Forgive me. What was the question again? Make it quick. I'm sorry.
I was asking you, what was the pivotal moment in your life?
All right. And so when I'm sitting in jail, I said, prison not an option, yet it is still a choice, right? And I started getting myself together, self-help. I got registered in the carpentry class. I got good at that. And I started motivating myself. I started getting good at all these different things. I started doing welding. I did auto mechanics. And every day I did all these programs, I started to feel like I was on the street, even though I was locked up. And from there, it was no looking back, man. I said, I'm coming home. I ain't coming back to prison unless I'm coming in there on my own accord to speak to the gentleman doing time, and I'm bringing my ass out of there when I'm finished. And that's what I've been doing for years. Let's go.
Is there anything else you would like to tell the viewers that you feel like you missed, that would you feel like you wouldn't, you can tell them to inspire them, to motivate them, to change, to transform their minds, to be renewed? Is there anything else that you want to say?
I want to read it from here. Before I go on this, I want to touch on something real quick. Shucks, let me see if I can find it real quick. In the meantime, while I'm looking for this, I would like to say, and I said it before and I said it again, look, man, it don't matter where you start off at, man. It's where you go with it, man. You right now, you're looking at yourself and you're wondering, like, well, Marlo, I never been arrested before. I never spent no time in jail. I'm not in prison right now. Bullshit, you in prison in the comfort of your house, right? You sitting there in the fucking prison, in a bad relationship, at that toe-up job, making bad decisions, overly eating, right? Gaining weight, and you don't want to lose. You want to lose it, but you ain't putting forth your best foot. You're not walking. You're not doing the things you should be doing or could be doing. So I would tell you, get busy. Stop it. Fuck the How to Get Away with Murders and the BET Awards and all this bullshit. It stops you from accomplishing what you want to accomplish. Hell with the NBA games. Just turn it off right now. After I finish talking, turn this fucking Facebook and Instagram off too. But I'm gonna read something to y'all out the book, right? It say sequoias. You're talking about trees. Sequoias are said to be one of the biggest trees in the world. These trees are so tough that they grow very old. In fact, their age is part of the reason why they grow so big. These trees just keep growing and growing as they get older and older, and so should you, right? And so then I'm going to move over. I'm talking about these sequoia trees now. Watch this. It says these massive sequoias are only reproduced by seeds, which occasionally stay in the cone for 20 years. These sequoias, right? These big ass trees we see up here, they stay in little cones for over 20 years, right? And they get reproduced. Let me tell you how that happened. One of the mind-blowing things about sequoias is the forest fires assist in opening up the cones, which then grow from the burnt, bare soil. These trees that we see, they're hundreds of years old, hella big. Once they get burnt, the big-ass forest fires we see, it make them pop out. And then they start growing. You've been burnt in your life before. You're going through a tough time in your life right now as we speak. The bad relationships, the abuse, all that. That is making you stronger. It's making you into a sequoia tree, baby. You better than a tree, though. You 20 years of that shit you've been going through is over now. Let's go. Let me finish this up by saying, I am sure that you have been through many trials, problems, and situations, and whether you know it or not, you are made stronger as you go through the fire, just like the fucking trees. You are strong and you are a winner. Hey, listen to me, y'all. You are a winner. Can't nothing stop you. Thank you for tuning in. Cop the book, man. MarloTheMotivator.com, or you can go to Amazon. You can go to Barnes & Noble. Whatever you got to do, get you a copy of the book. Support your boy, but most importantly, support your damn self. All right? Hey, look, I'm going to get out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. I love y'all. Let's go, man. From the bottom to the top. It's not where you start that defines you. You are defined by what you make of it. It's not impossible either. It's not impossible because you are. I'm Marlo the Motivator. I'm telling y'all one last time. Grit up!